Yes. Oh, she was, you know, she was throwing a tantrum. No, I can't do it more. I do it all day. I don't want to do it more than that. I can't do it. Come on, let's do it. No, yes. You know, terrible. But in the end, she did it. And she complained that she couldn't get a signal. And I didn't know what else to do. So one day I was with her and I just told her, okay, I'm going to do a removal on me. Just look at me. I connected and I started removing things. And then she got a signal. She closed her eyes and she told me, Ross, I see a screen. And I said, oh my God, is she going bananas? And she started testing like that.
Now, your sister has had surgery for cancer, am I right?
A tumor, because it was benign, but the trouble was the position it was in, because it was on the bone marrow and let's say at this high behind on the spine. So it was a very bad position, and it's very rare to find that kind of tumor in that position. So she was in the operating room for about 8 hours, and the doctor told us if after the surgery she moves a toe, it's okay because she's going to walk again. If she doesn't, within 2 hours, she's not going to walk again. But when she woke up, she was moving a foot. And so she was told, okay, don't worry, you're going to walk again. But she's in pain most of the time.
Did you have you helped her?
Absolutely.
How did you help her?
Before the surgery, we did Immunics together almost every day. In the beginning, she didn't want to, and then she was so scared that she wouldn't have done anything, absolutely anything. So we started removing, we started with the basics, and then we removed the fear because she was really afraid. We removed the traumas. And of course, we tried to remove the tumor, but she had surgery anyway. And after she really invested a lot of energy in this. And at a certain point, she was convinced that after surgery she would start to walk again normally, and that wasn't so. Because that kind of operation is really very difficult. So she lost self-confidence and she stopped doing Immunics, and she got worse. And now she's doing Immunics again, luckily. I talked to her over and over and over again. You know, the strange thing was that when I was doing Immunics with her before the operation, when I left her house, I felt great.
Yes.
I was worried because I adore my sister.
Yes.
But I felt great.
You felt good because you were taking some action.
Probably.
Taking action feels good, and doing Immunics with somebody removes things from you.
Yes. Yes, that's probably the reason. I've never felt better in my life.
That's wonderful. You see what you can get from
it's really strange because
helping somebody else.
I was worried, but I couldn't help feeling so good.
Well, you see what you can get from helping somebody else.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Now she's walking. She's walking with how do you call it? A stick, not a crutch.
Funny thing, you know. Most people.
And
the funny thing, I was just saying, I was thinking that it's a funny thing that most people, you know, tell me that they have to help themselves before they can help somebody else, and they don't realize that they probably need to help somebody else before they'll ever be able to help themselves.
I agree.
I agree.
They're just
most people are just so lost.
I know, because they think I have to be proficient in this to help somebody else. But I think it's arrogance, you know. You don't want to make mistakes. You want to show the other person that you are very good. If you want to
Right.
help, you do what you can.
Right.
But you do something, you know. You don't stay there looking at the other person feeling bad.
That's yeah. You have to do something, or you start to feel bad.
Yes, absolutely. It's true.
I'd say the biggest thing that interferes with people's success is a feeling of powerlessness. They assume
Yes,
that they're powerless.
exactly. Yes.
So whenever somebody says, "I have to do this before I have to be," you know, I have to help myself first, they're just saying they're powerless. I have to do this
Yes.
before I can do that, and you just can't need to have before you do.
Yeah.
You have to do
Of
first.
course.
You have to.
Of course, you have to do Immunics on yourself absolutely first thing before doing it to other people. And I know that because there was a period when at the beginning when my sister told me what she had. When I woke up in the morning and before doing the removals on myself, I worked on her, and I was feeling very bad without energy. So I understood I have to be strong and then I can help her.
Right.
You know, that was an important lesson to me.
So you brought yourself up to full strength, right, first thing in the
Yes.
morning,
Yeah,
because you cared about somebody else enough to do that.
yes,
Yeah, you can be proud of yourself.
thank you.
You're a truly caring person.
Yes, I really care about my family, you know. All my family is very important to me.
I know. That's great. You know, all the people around me are very close with their families, and I have no family other than you.
You have a lot of family,
you're my family. But it's
How
nice
many-
to see
How
them
many people
connecting.
do you have around?
Well, it's nice to
All over the world.
yeah. It's nice to see them connecting with their families, and I can vicariously have a family through them
Yes.
that way. You know. So
Yes.
so you brought your sister. You helped your sister get to a point where she was not afraid anymore. Did that happen?
Well, she told me the day before surgery, that the evening before surgery, I asked her, if you want me to, I'll be here tomorrow morning at 7 before you get into the operating room. And she told me, no, I want to be alone because I know I have to face this alone. So please, Ross, don't come. And I said, okay. It was very difficult for me. But I didn't go. I didn't go because I respected what she wanted.
So she conquered her fear.
Yes. Yes. Because she was afraid. We worked on the fear of death. I remember one day she broke down in cries, and she told me, "I'm afraid I'm going to die, Ross. I see like something huge in front of myself, and I can't cope." And she was holding me tight and crying and crying. And then I told her, okay, baby, now cry if you want to, but now connect and let's start working and let's do something to remove this fear.
Wow,
and even my
that's
that's
amazing.
Signal.
You're an amazing person. I'm very proud of you for doing that.
Thank you.
You didn't sink down into that feeling with her. You brought her up, out, and through it. That's wonderful.
Sometimes it was very difficult, you know, because she was feeling so bad.
Sure.
That she was refusing. No, I don't want to do it. And I kept telling her, you have to do it all day. I can't do that all day. I already do it. Do more, do more, do more. And I kept, I think in that period she come to hate me, you know. But I wanted her to do it. And she had the strangest signal. I've ever heard of, because she, when she does Immunics, she has to be very relaxed, often lying down. She closes her eyes, she connects, and then she sees a screen, a black screen in front of her, and she sees on the screen yes, no, the names of the bodies, and stuff like that. And when it's time to finish the session, she reads stop on her screen.
Wow. Wow.
And you know what? The evening before she was going to hospital, just to make her think of something else, I asked her to help me with one of my cats, Penny, who had a very serious renal insufficiency, and she was at the vet at the moment. And she connected, and she asked if Immunics could cure the cat, and she got no. And then she asked if the cat could be cured by traditional medicine, and again she got no. And then I didn't think about it, but the following Wednesday, the day of her operation, the vet called me and she told me, please come here because we have to put your cat down. So she tested correctly.
Wow.
It was incredible.
Wow.
It was incredible.
Yeah, they bring in very good information, very real, and a lot of times they don't know they're doing it and they don't recognize that it is real, but it is anyway.
I told her later, not immediately after she woke up, but later, I told her that I had to put Penny down and that she was right. She was very, very sorry, of course, but she was absolutely right.
Well, that's wonderful. That you had somebody there to, because it can be very hard to test for your own, you know, the one you love, you know, it can be very hard to test, but with somebody else can be more objective.
Yes. Yes, it's true.
Test this question right now. Ask, have I cured anything since we've started talking? Meaning you, have you cured anything since we've started talking?
Yes.
Do you have any ideas about what it might be? I have an idea. Test, have I cured anything with regard to my sister?
Yes.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Yes, it's our relationship. Because I've always had a relationship with my sister and my brother, more like a mother with her children. Because our parents died when my brother was 20 years old. My sister is 3 years younger than me, but she was behaving like a baby. She was destroyed.
Right.
And we didn't have Immunics at the time. And I lived in Turin, which is about 50 kilometers from them. And I didn't want to leave them alone, so I was going back and forth all the time, you know. And I developed a very strong protective attitude towards them. And I think that's what I cured. Let me see, is that what I cured? I guess yes.
So your relationship has changed during this talk?
Yes, it seems so.
Great.
Yeah. Probably because I have realized that she can make choices and she can do things. She doesn't need me to do Immunics for her. She can do it herself. There was a time when I was doing it for her, without telling her, of course, when she refused to do it.
Yes.
but it's very demanding.
You continued to do it for her. And, you know, perhaps you got her to the point where she would do it by doing it for her, but you really have to get people to do it for themselves. And you did. You kept insisting that she do it until she did. And then when she did it, you insisted that she do it more.
Yes. Yes. Oh, she was, you know, she was throwing a tantrum. No, I can't do it more. I do it all day. I don't want to do it more than that. I can't. Do it. Come on, let's do it. No, yes. Terrible. But in the end, she did it. And she complained that she couldn't get a signal. And I didn't know what else to do. So one day, I was with her, and I just told her, okay, I'm going to do a removal on me. Just look at me. I connected, and I started removing things. And then she got a signal. She closed her eyes, and she told me, Ross, I see a screen. And I said, oh, my God, is she going bananas? And she started testing like that.